morning. I'm a little bit groggy, but I'm feeling ready to go. Thank goodness I'm working today. I'm looking to make that income. They have been cutting me down to 2 days a week the past couple of weeks. It's no good. So, a little less videos. Unfortunately, a little less income from the job. But it's okay. Thankfully, I'm staying afloat. I got good support systems. I got low bills, so we're doing all right. I think today I want to talk about retaking your life in current day times, current day America specifically. It's the only lens I can look at it from, having only ever lived here. But I see so many people stuck, and maybe not stuck in the ways you'd expect. Like, they're maybe financially successful, professionally successful. They might have romantic relationships, and they might be healthy. On the outside, it can look like a good existence, and to say that it's not good is arrogant to me. I shouldn't even make that connection, but what I do see is people with everything still being stuck in a state of unhappiness and a state of wanting, and I see them unsatisfied with their life, even if they comfort themselves into thinking that they are. I guess that's what we'll talk about today. The overabundance of convenience and comfort in our world, and how I've found slowly removing myself from that has freed me to think more clearly, to be more fulfilled, and to live a more present and peaceful life. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm getting close to work, so I will tap back in with you once I'm getting the truck started, and once I'm back out on the road. All right, talk soon. What's up, folks? Just finished up my route. Been a beautiful day. Great weather, warm, sunny, easy route. Got it done very quickly. Trying to stretch out my last break here and take it a slow drive home, just so I don't get done too early and cut into my hours. But I just wanted to take some time to talk to you about what we set up earlier, which is taking your life back from the situation that we've been put in by modern life. it sounds dramatic and it sounds silly. I understand. I sound like a fucking hippie or I don't even know. But I understand at face value that it sounds far out and like a potentially extremist idea. But I think it really comes down to just observing what's going on around us and observing ourselves and the way we feel, because I'd be hard pressed to believe that somebody out there seeing this doesn't feel the way that I have felt and still often feel, and that I hear so many people talk about, which is like this general blandness in their life. Like things don't thrill them like they used to. They don't enjoy the things they used to as much. The conditions of life just seem a bit more bleak and a bit more boring, and you know, they're often seeking excitement and seeking happiness in all types of different areas, just looking for that thrill that they used to know as a kid, or like maybe even not as a kid, but just when you were younger, or of a time past, regardless. And I have felt that way a lot for years and years and years, and I've only just started to come out of this sort of haze that I felt I was in. And so I don't want in any way to sound like I am above anyone or like I've got it all figured out, because I don't. I'm far from it. But what I do see is so many people that were in a position that I used to be in, and that drives me crazy, especially when it's people close to me that I love and care about, because I know how unpleasant and often miserable that existence can be, and I also know that there is a lot that can be done to change that, and it's just rejected by, I would say, the pop culture, I guess society, and in America are like, I don't want to say our government, but everything from the way that our government corresponds with us to the way that science is proposed to us, the way that our lives are set up in these systems. There's a lot of layers to it, and it's frustrating. It really is. Because I've found that through self-inspection, introspection, I guess you should say, or the addition of more spiritual practices and the rejection of a lot of the comforts and the entertainments and the distractions of modern life, I found a huge sense of freedom just in my mind and my emotions. And I think we're really being set up to fail in a lot of ways. And I know I'm just sort of reiterating things that I've said before and that many, many people on the internet have said as well. I mean, fuck, so much of my development has come from the advice of people that I've seen online, but people in my personal life too. And just because it's said online doesn't mean that it has no value, but the comforts of modern life are killing us. The convenience of everything, the submission to the easiest thing is so detrimental, not just to ourselves, but to society. If you think about the companies that are so incredibly powerful in our country and worldwide now, places like Amazon that I work with, especially Amazon, to be quite honest. Think of the convenience that they supply and how if it were to be gone, it would be like a cultural, societal shift to an older way of life where you couldn't just get everything delivered to you in a couple days. You couldn't just basically exist from the comfort of your home and get all the necessities and all the extras easily in your reach. You can order food to your house, you can order groceries to your house, you can order anything you need to your house. You can work from home, you can go to school from home, you can be entertained in every sense of the word from home, whether it's music, movies, TV, podcast, YouTube, porn. You can date from home, you can online date people, you can talk to your friends, you can see your friends face to face with FaceTime or Discord or whatever. You get every single thing you could possibly want or need from home now. And at face value, it's like, wow, what a miracle. But then you come to realize that you're living this like pseudo experience. You have this layer of technology between you and life. And it's not to say that the conveniences of modern life can't be a good thing and they can't be supplemented into a more conservative approach to using them. But there's no question that staying home and isolated physically is so detrimental to us, and that indulging in the comforts and the distractions and the dopamine of all the things we have available to us now are making us miserable. I see friends devolving because of porn, because of nicotine, because of weed, which I partake in. I see people devolving because of the lack of need to go out. Like, I had a very close friend who just unfortunately had a lot of mental health problems and turned to the comforts of life to just numb all that, and it just became so destructive. All the food they was frozen, easy, comfortable, or it was delivered fresh, ready to eat. Everything they did was virtual. They did not work. They got disability. They just lost themselves into basically a digital world, a facade of just playing video games, being online, staying home, eating poorly, being sedentary, being comfortable but miserable. And that's what I'm trying to say with all this. Life cannot be filled with exclusively comforts and also be happy, because the things that require effort and the things that require difficulty are almost everything we need to be happy and healthy. Exercise, social interaction, progression through life, whether it's through your schooling to get a better job, whether it's applying yourself in your work to get promotions, whether it's applying yourself to searching for jobs to increase your income or increase your status in some way. I'm not saying money, status, health, like physical attractiveness, any of those things bring you happiness, but the process of being intentional, working towards something, and achieving goals is paramount to being happy. And just the simple thing of ordering food in removes so many steps that could be used to further you. You could cook something, which is a skill that you would need to develop so that you could cook foods that you enjoy. And then you would be able to sit there with your meal, gratified that you did it, that you created this yourself, granted with the comfort of being able to go to the grocery store and get exactly what you need, easy peasy. Even getting the groceries delivered, at least you put some work in, you put some thought in, and you did something for yourself. And that's what I find so often, is that the comforts prevent us from doing things for ourselves. The comforts and conveniences take that autonomy away. You don't need to take care of yourself. You don't need to sustain yourself with your skills and your good habits, because everything can be taken care of for you. And I think that's really detrimental. So I would advise anyone who's experiencing this lack of enjoyment of life, this lack of zealousy for learning new things or engaging in experiences, there's a real reason for that. The dopamine you get from your phone, from your TV, from all the comforts and conveniences at your disposal, they all are fast and easy to access, and it makes it very hard to motivate. When you get on the path, it's hard, but through time, you start to understand that effort actually equals happiness and not the other way around. I, for so long, thought that smoking weed, playing video games, having sex, watching porn, eating gluttonous amounts of food, I thought all these things like satisfied some part of me that made me feel good and feel happy. And at times they did make me feel good, but they never made me feel happy. And so I'd encourage anyone to start the path, to see their life for what it may be, and do the best they can with it. I'm not saying this to be universal. I'm not saying that everyone can be exactly the same, and that putting effort into certain areas is going to fix things for you. But I know without a doubt that putting effort into the quality of your life will never result in a negative outcome. It can only serve you to live better, to live happier, to have a more fulfilling life above all. Because who wants to get to the end of their life and realize, fuck, all I did was entertain myself, all I did was stay comfortable, and I never really achieved the things I wanted. I never really did the things I wanted. I never really experienced the things I wanted. That would be heartbreaking. And that's what I've really come to find with the life I've tried to take up the past few years, is that the more I get into it, the more excitement and zealousy I have for life. Like, I just want to live and experience and truly like be a part of my own life and be present for it and work towards having the experiences I want to have. You do need a modicum of control and that's not intuition isn't the word I want to use, but you have to know what experiences are going to be good for you and what aren't. Like, because of my destructive history with porn and bad sexual habits, I constantly have this lust for a promiscuous lifestyle. But it's just that. It's just this fake distraction from real life and what's really important. Because in the periods of being single that I've had, where I seek that sort of thing out, it never brings happiness. It just brings stress. It brings shame. And when I'm with somebody who I love, especially like I am now, where it feels like heaven, it's indescribable how impactful it is on you. Like, this is the type of thing that you want in your life. It becomes very clear and evident that there are certain ways in which we are, for lack of a better phrase, intended to be a part of. Like, having a loving relationship is much more how we function best than having a promiscuous lifestyle. And in the same token, having the skills, developing the skills, the fortitude, and the mental strength to live your life without abusing the conveniences and the distractions that are available to us every second of every day. It creates a different and better life. So I'm sorry for rambling on. I wasn't as succinct as I should have been for this video. But I hope that my passion can come through a little bit, because I really care about this, and I really care about people coming to terms with it, because it does break my heart to see the people that I love and strangers on the internet and strangers I run into. It breaks my heart to know how much people suffer. And I guess it's because I've suffered a lot too. And to know that there's something that can be done about it, that we're not trapped like this, that we're not built like this. And don't get me wrong, I know some people are born with, mental health issues because of genetics, or because of their parents' circumstances, or because of their life circumstances and traumas. I know that these things exist, and I'm not exemplifying, I think that's the wrong word, I'm not taking that away from anybody, and I don't want to, but I think a lot of people put themselves in a category of unhelpable and unfixable when they aren't, and it just breaks my heart, because I think I was one of those people. Forever I was like, I'm just clinically depressed. I do not understand. My life circumstances do not warrant me to feel so miserable every single day, and thank God I've found my way out of that, and I just want to help people find their way out too. So feel free to reach out in the comments, to whatever. Make an effort to change some things in your life, and if you need support, I'd be happy to support you. I really care about this, and I really care about it for everyone, not just the people that I love, because quite honestly, a lot of the negative things I feel like we see in the world today are a downstream effect of this type of shit. Like, I can't get into all that right now, this is going to go on forever, but just know that even if you don't love yourself, there's people out there who love you, and even if they don't know how to show you, and they don't know what to tell you, they want you to be happy, they want to be happy. Everyone just wants to live a peaceful and happy life, and some of us are misguided. Most of us are misguided on how to do that, and often on what would actually be a happy and peaceful life for us. So anyway, thanks so much for letting me yap. It's been a long monologue I've had going on here, and I know I'm just a fucking guy in an Amazon van yapping away. But it's hard to find people to talk to about this, because people honestly don't want to hear it. And I understand, because I was like that too. I just didn't want to fucking hear it. Life was already so hard. So the idea of doing hard shit, like, existence was hard. So adding in a bunch of habits that are difficult and a bunch of new shit to do every day to change my life, it just seemed so overwhelming and uninteresting. I didn't want to fucking do that. I wanted the easy way out. So just know that I get it. If you're seeing this and you're like, this guy doesn't know what I'm going through, you're right, I don't. And forgive me for presuming that I know how you feel, but all I know is we can all relate to each other, and I would love to relate to more people and just show them anything that could help them get free from the drab, dull existence of living in comfort and convenience. So anyway, thanks again. I'm going to get back to the station. finish out my day for real. And I'll sign off. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.